Hello everyone, welcome you all. So in this video we are going to discuss about Basic Exchange Cooperation Agreement. As you all know that India and USA has recently signed this agreement, and basically this is a high tech transfers agreement. Okay, so in this video we are going to deeply explain this and analyze this. So let's start. So the story so far, that how all this started. Okay, so as you all know that India and US has signed the Basic Exchange Commodities Cooperation Agreement during the third 2+2 dialogue of defense and foreign ministers of the two countries. So why this is a 2+2 dialogue? Because two defense ministers of two countries and two foreign ministers of two countries. That's why this is a 2+2 dialogue. Okay, so this Basic Exchange Cooperation Agreement is a fourth is a fourth and the last of the foundational agreements. Okay, so please concentrate on this foundational agreements. We will discuss this after. First we will see that how are those agreements previously signed. So first one is GSO. And what is this GSO? So GSO is basically a General Security of Military Information Agreement which was signed in 2002. Basically this is a logistic exchange memorandum of agreement which was signed in 2016. Okay, and third one is COMCAST. It is basically a communications capability and security agreement which was signed in 2018. And now in 2020 the Basic Exchange Cooperation Agreement has been signed. So let's see all these four agreements one by one and what are the basic feature of these elements. So firstly we will discuss this term, that what is a foundational agreements. So in this lecture, so we will see that what is foundational agreements. Okay, so when US enters into what are called foundational agreements or enabling agreements with its already defense partners. So US basically sign these agreements with whom? To already defense partners and not to other countries. Okay, so why US sign these agreements? It usually sign these agreements just because to enhance the capabilities of the US military in distant places through sharing information, platform and logistics. Okay, and the other thing is that US sell military equipments to other countries through this agreement. Okay, and under the strict control over deployment and use. So basically the country who buy the equipments, they should use those equipments according to the US. Okay, like there's an example as India by B777-300ER aircraft that India bought from Boeing recently for the use of VVIPs. Okay, so the sale of advanced communication and security system on the aircraft which are not commercially available, it is made seamless by foundational agreement. Okay, and the other aspect in this is that US is also eager to advance its interoperability. So it has a provision of interoperability. Okay, with defense forces of the countries that there is a defense partners. Okay, and this interoperability involves real-time coordination of forces. So basically, interoperability is basically a provision in this agreement that in the real time when it is needed, then the agreement signed country should have performed the or should coordinate with the forces of US. Okay, and the other thing is that US has signed these foundational agreements with at least 100 countries. Okay, so India is not the first country whom with the US signed this agreement. The US has already signed these agreements with 100 countries also. Okay, so here just one thing you can is important that there are some changes has been made in India's case in all four foundational agreements. Okay, so in next slide we will see all those agreements one by one. So first one is GSU agreement. Basically GSU is a General Security of Military Information Agreement which was signed in 2002, and its extension is that this act was further extension in the ISA. Okay, so the Information Security Annex that was signed in 2019. So basically it's allow military technology cooperation for the sharing of classified information between governments and companies in both the countries. So keep this word in mind that classified, what is the classified information? So what is the classified information that the governments and the companies in both share according to this agreement? So basically a classified information is nothing but just a sensitive information that must be protected, but under this agreement in some circumstances that the government and the companies which has been involved in those case or in those circumstances, they should share this information. Okay, and the second one is the LAMO Act. Okay, so the LAMO Act is just nothing but just basically a logistic exchange memorandum of agreements which was signed in 2016, and it enables logistics support, say refueling of planes or ships and supply of spare parts or maintenance to each other. Okay, for instance, as an example, we see that what is this agreement, that we can see that US Navy's P-8 aircraft has landed in Port Blair. So where is this Port Blair? It is between the Andaman and Nicobar Island. So their other name is also a Port Blair. Okay, last month for refueling under LAMO Act. So uh, The aircraft can also land it to the friendly country and request them for refueling. But under this LAMO Act, it is a compulsion to a country who has been in an agreement that they should help the US in these circumstances or like these conditions. Okay, so let's see the third one. And what this agreement do in third one is the COMCAST Agreement. So basically COMCAST is nothing but just a communications capabilities and security agreement in 2018 that was signed in 2018, and it allow Indian forces to produce advanced and secure communication equipments from the US. Okay, but there was a case that US has denied C-17 and C-130 equipments to India because that India was not has signed this agreement. Okay, so India, why US denied? Because earlier that India has not signed this COMCAST agreement, and after that when India signed this agreement, then later on all the equipments which US thinks that it should be given to India, that has been given. Okay, so in fourth point is the Deka Act, which has been recently signed between India and the US. Okay, so this act is a very important and it plays an important role in Indian technology also. So what is this BECA Act? And it it enables exchange of geospatial information akin to GPS that enables navigation. Such exchange of geospatial information enhance the accuracy of missiles or the utility of the drones. So basically when these countries share this information, then this information and this technology can enhance the accuracy of any missile or any drone, which also help in defense system also. Okay, and also play an important role in to maintain Indian security and to maintain Indian borders. Okay, so there are other aspects also, that there are some concerns and some concerns and some negative aspects also, but in this video we have only discussed is positive aspects. Okay, so if you want those negative video on those negative aspects also, then you can tell us in comment section. Okay, so if you want the PDF of this lecture, you can join us on the given link. In this link you can join, then you can easily download the PDF of this lecture. You can also Instagram and Twitter. Okay, if you like the video, then you can subscribe to our channel and you can hit the bell icon so that you can never miss an important updates. Okay, have a nice day. Thank you.